I'm Uncle Tim. This is Big Keison. Today we're going to talk about a topic that a lot of people may have on their mind and may have questions about. So we're going to do it. We're going to throw that disclaimer out there real quick. These are just our opinions, and it's okay to disagree. Keison, could you lead us in?
All right. Today's topic is you are what you attract. Some of us, we're great.
Oh man, come on, man, you better than this, man. Come on.
Come on, Tim. Look, we are great people. We work jobs, got nice cars. You got a nice place to live. But you are just bad at relationships. You ain't even just okay. You are bad. You're like, well, my last 3 exes, they all cheated on me. I'm not saying nobody deserves to be cheated on. But man, the last 3, come on, that's 3 and 1 is random, 2's a pattern, 3, okay, now come on now. Come on.
3, now. I'm just trying to sit here and wonder, like, damn, when do you just stop and just look in the mirror? Now, see, after the first one, I'd be like, wait, it might have been a fluke, but the second, you'd be like, share that blame, but, when the third time and you not looking in the mirror, something's wrong.
Man, maybe it's that Halle Berry effect, man. Man, Halle, I give Halle all the credit in this. She done tried everything. Everything. She tried everything, okay? She done tried every race you can think of. She done tried white, black, Hispanic. You know what? None of them worked. Then after that, what do? Look, come on, Halle. You got to say
it's you. The thing is, after you done tried all that, the biggest thing I think, and I'm taking off the lighthearted part for a second, try therapy. Because obviously it's something going on internally that an outside force cannot fix. Mm-hmm. No matter what you do out here, nobody can build that self-esteem up. It has to come from within. That's why it's called self-esteem. Mm-hmm. But if you're looking for other people to, bring that to you, you're going to strike out every time. People can only do so much.
Man, see? That letting you know they need medical attention for this situation. Man.
Look, it was long before they went by. Then all of a sudden, like, it got to the house.
Look, we needed the sound effects. We got no budget. Nah. But with that said, what brings that out of a person to say, I'm a good person? And you are. You're great. But what switches to make a person not good or great in a relationship? Now, I'm not saying that, I'm just perfect in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. I guarantee you my wife got some dang sure things to say. But I feel that I'm not bad, and then the second question I want to ask Uncle Tim, because I hear this one a lot. Why don't single people listen to married people? If I got the championship ring and I've been in this, I hear a lot, well, you don't know what it's like to be single. Yeah, I know what it's like to be married. I know what it's like to get a commitment out of somebody. Yeah, I said it.
But you know what? You said it, but, in a way, I don't know if I listen to that either, because a lot of married people don't know how to be married. A lot of them out there, being single. So
different. Oh, that's a different one. That's a different.
But you know what? It's still part of that. You can't just say, look, hey, I know what it's like to be married. I know what it's like to be have a commitment. But you're like, you over there with such and such daddy, though. You can't be too committed.
You know what? I made somebody say, you know what? I'm going to commit to this person for the rest of my life. Now, that takes a lot for a person to say, I'm committed for life. Good, bad, or otherwise. That takes a lot out of a person, man or woman.
So, you said the name of this video is called what again?
It's called You Are What You Attract.
You know what, brother? I'm going to tell you something. The reason why a lot of people fail in a lot of relationships, I said a lot, not all, because we don't know what we are yet. What are you really looking for? What are you putting out there? What type of energy are you? If you just getting people who just want to sleep with you, you putting out the wrong energy. If you getting people that are not what you are, putting out the wrong energy.
Well, you know what? I got a story about the wrong energy, man.
I think we all got one.
long time ago in the twinkling, not way before I was in the twinkling of the eye of the universe. You know what I'm saying? Way before I even knew my wife existed. I was dating this young lady. And when I say I was cheating, man, I was cheating more than the average person used to cheat at the duck game, the Nintendo duck game with the gun and holding at the screen. I was cheating so bad. I was cheating left, right, up, down, all around, do the dance. I was cheating bad. But I wanted her to be committed. So, we were in a relationship. Then, she broke it off with me. No, correction. I broke it off with her because, I was feeling myself. And then, I said, you know what? I'm going to go back to her. And, a little sweet talking, a little silver tongue. We got back together. Man, can I tell you how many times she cheated on me, man? You think I cheated. She cheated left, right, up, down. If I looked the wrong way, oh, man, how you cheating that fast? Where
did you come from?
But then, I'm like, can I get mad? You know what? And I thought about it. You dang right I can get mad. Look, I'm the only one that can do this type of cheating. So, man, but being seriously, that didn't last, man. But you know what? I got out of it what I attracted. That's bringing that full circle. I wasn't on the up and up with her. And when we got back together, she wasn't on the up and up with me. That trust was broken. So I got what I attracted. So I couldn't even be mad at her for cheating. I'm just mad she couldn't at least let me look left.
You threw that out there. You said that, you got back with her. So can you date somebody you dated before?
I think you're asking the right question, but it's not fully realized. Can you date somebody that you dated before successfully?
Now, see, that is right there, successful. You know what? Can you date an ex? I'm going to say this. To everybody out there who's been with an ex before, who was with the person before, I'm going to say no. The reason I say no, because you have history. This person has a pattern. Whatever they've done in the past, if you can't get past that, I doubt if you can get past it if y'all start a new relationship.
I say yes.
Oh.
But it's gonna come with some parameters. To me, it depends on when y'all dated each other. If you dated each other in high school when you really didn't know each other, and then y'all try to get back together later in life, y'all have had some life experiences now. It may have what the squabbles you went through when you were younger probably made them look like they were nothing. So yeah, I think you can do it in that way. When you're a little bit older, I say you can. But it depends on where you are mentally. Because the same thing you just said as a negative, I look at as you gotta look at what that person did and truly forgive. Forgive what they did. And also understand why y'all weren't together. Y'all learn some new tricks. So you can't be doing something and they do a wiggle or something. Where you learn that from? Well, we weren't together the whole time. Nah, if y'all weren't together for like 2 days, y'all had a whole bunch of other stuff going on anyway that y'all need to go to therapy for.
But you said, it depends. Mm-hmm. But how is that if you said if you really forgive that person,
mm-hmm.
but doesn't that person got to be somebody different too? They can't be that very same person that you was with.
True, but what did they do, and is it forgivable? I think that's a bigger scope too. Now, for most people, if they cheat on each other, that's not forgivable for some people. Like in the story I told earlier, she didn't know I did all of that. I didn't know until that relationship was over that she had did what she did the second time. So If you don't know that, you're going off the pretext that y'all are all on the up and up. You made a mistake, maybe you forgot a birthday or something, and that was just over the top for somebody, or maybe your past was too much for them. Again, people break up for the silliest things. You got an Apple, I got an Android. We just ain't compatible. People break up for the stupidest things these days. So
I say this, brother. I could agree with that. Then I could disagree with it at the same time. I believe when you say you are what you attract, it depends on where you at in your life of what you attract. If you at that place in your life, you're really looking for some meaningful connection, um, a step up, somebody to build with, somebody to grow with, you can find the right person. But when you still on your mess and you taking selfies every 4 seconds, and your girls in a picture, girls night, bitch, y'all out here doing y'all thing, and you sit here like, wait, hold on, and you like, man, you ain't serious.
well, and I think some people aren't. Without diving too deep into it, you know what? Let's dive in the deep end a little bit. Let's dive in the deep end. We playing. Let's dive in the deep end. When you get in a relationship, you got to give up a little bit of yourself. And people don't want to do that. Everybody want to be, hot girl summer, hot boy winter, or cold boy winter, whatever you're saying. You got to give up a little piece of yourself. You can't, I'm married. I can't just run to the club at 11 o'clock at night because my friends are there. My wife, well, good for them. Go roll over and go back to sleep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, they killed Pookie. Well, Pookie gonna be dead at 8 a.m. tomorrow too. So roll over and go back to sleep. You got to give up a little bit. People are like, I don't want to give up no freedom. Then you don't want to be in a relationship. You don't want to be married. You don't want to be more than yourself. And you got to give that up. And we're not even bringing kids into the situation. We're just saying being with somebody else.
I'm going to say something, and I'm going to say this. It's the elephant in the room. The reason why a lot of people say, what's the name of this video again? Say it again.
You are what you attract.
A lot of people are me-me's. If you understand what I'm saying, me means me. Everything is about me. I'm selfish. It's me. Wait, hold on. We don't do this, but how that affects me. Everything is how it affects me. It should be how it affects us. Mm-hmm. But with that person, it's just me. And with that me, that is not a good recipe for a relationship, marriage, or anything else. When you just holler in me and you haven't established that there's another person there and you still trying to get your way, you are basically setting yourself up to fail. You can't win when you're already starting to lose. You can't win if you got your eyes closed running a race. It ain't gonna work, man. You're gonna run into something because you're not trying to be serious about it.
Okay, then let's switch it up since we were talking about married people they're the champions, they got the championship ring. What about these people who got multiple marriages? They looking like Bill Russell out. They looking like Jordan. They got 6 rings. Talking about that was marriage 78, that was marriage in 84. You know what I'm saying? Are they somebody worth listening to?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes it takes you a while to get to where you are today. Sometimes you got to make mistakes. Like in life right now, we all make mistakes. Like if a prisoner goes to jail, say for instance, somebody go to jail. And say that person goes there for his time and he gets rehabilitated. And he comes out and he served his time and he's trying to do what he's supposed to do. But each time somebody's looking at him like, you've been to jail. And he's like, yeah, but I've done my time. I'm out trying to do what I'm trying to do to live a productive life. The reason why I say this in this context when it comes down to married people, sometimes in that first marriage, you were young and you didn't have what it takes mentally to understand what the marriage meant. The second marriage, brother, sometimes certain things are not your fault. Hell, second marriage, you doing what you're supposed to do, the chick cheating. Third marriage, you get in it, man, you think everything is good. Y'all building together. Y'all doing all this.
Uncle Tim, Uncle Tim, look, we're not talking about Steve Harvey, okay? Look, we're not talking about Steve Harvey. Yeah, I said it. I don't care. We ain't talking about Steve Harvey.
But see, when you throw that out there like that, it's a lot of things that happen. You're not there yet. Mentally you're not there yet. That's why they tell you when you're young, do not date the same person you've been in high school with. We was together since grammar school. No, you need to date other people. You need to experience other stuff because if you don't, you're gonna do it later on, and it's gonna be a hot ass mess.
Well, before we end it, let's take a small dive into that. So, what if you date somebody when you were in grammar school, high school, whatever the situation is, and then y'all didn't work, and then you go and you date somebody else, you date a few people, and you realize I should have stayed with that person that I was in grammar school, high school with, cause this is crap out here.
Well, you know what? And while you said that, I'll have to break this one down. Sometimes in life, you can get on, if you try to go to a destination, sometimes you can get on one bus and get to that destination.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get on one train and get to that destination. But sometimes in life, you got to get on multiple buses and trains to get to your stop.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that's how the relationships are. You say, damn, I've been married 5 times. It took you 5 marriages to get to what God wanted you to be.
This is true.
You have to understand some things. You got to go through some stuff. Brother, if you ain't went through nothing and you trying to get somebody some advice, people looking at you like, the hell wrong with Keison? Oh, man, see, I wouldn't. You'd be like, man, you never had a problem a day in your life. You trying to get me advice? Why you think most of the time when you see old pimps and they preachers and, pastors at churches, hell, they done went through something. You can relate. You like, he done went through some shit. But when you hear somebody that ain't went through nothing, you getting offended. That's just like some skinny person saying, ooh, I'm fat. You sitting here looking and you like, man, I'm like this amount of weight and they calling themselves fat because they ate a burger. You like, I'm about to go break a leg.
But you know what? Their journey is their journey. So with that said, we gonna end this one. Again, we went pimps, players, marriages, all around the world. With that, that's Uncle Tim. I'm Big Keison. See the link in the description for my Instagram and Facebook. Please follow, subscribe, comment. We would love to comment with you about this topic. All right. With that said, salud.